It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. It is better to be alone than in bad company. 99% of failures come from people who make excuses. I hope I shall possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. Guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism. Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. Associate yourself with men of good quality, if you esteem your own reputation, for 'tis better to be alone than in bad company. Few men have virtue to withstand the highest bidder. A sensible woman can never be happy with a fool. Happiness depends more upon the internal frame of a person's own mind than on the externals in the world. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. I conceive a knowledge of books is the basis upon which other knowledge is to be built. To encourage literature and the arts is a duty which every good citizen owes to his country. Where are our men of abilities? Why do they not come forth to save their country? Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those be well tried before you give them your confidence. We must consult our means rather than our wishes. Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. To persevere in one's duty, and be silent is the best answer to calumny. There is nothing so likely to produce peace as to be well prepared to meet the enemy. Let your heart feel for the afflictions and distress of everyone. I hold the maxim no less applicable to public than to private affairs, that honesty is always the best policy. No punishment, in my opinion, is too great for the man who can build his greatness upon his country's ruin. Gentlemen, you will permit me to put on my spectacles, for I have grown not only grey, but almost blind in the service of my country. Be not glad at the misfortune of another, though he may be your enemy. Strive not with your superiors in argument, but always submit your judgment to others with modesty. It is absolutely necessary for me to have persons that can think for me, as well as execute orders. Death, the abyss from where no traveler is permitted to return. A bad war is fought with a good mind. Arbitrary power is most easily established on the ruins of liberty abused to licentiousness. The time is near at hand, which must determine whether Americans are to be free men or slaves. Decision-making, like coffee, needs a cooling process.